Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And let's talk about Amazon's Lord of the Rings. Let's talk about Amazon and Lord of the Rings and Amazon's Lord of the Rings, which, as far as I'm concerned, is just really, really bad fan fiction. So now they've got this guy is a Gavi Singh Chera. He's supposed to be new hot Sauron, except he doesn't.
Which one is he?
This guy right here.
Oh yeah, no, I don't see him and think hot Sauron. Sorry.
No, I think IT guy. Like
yes. I mean, you know,
like this is the guy. Like, hey, dude, what's up, man? Like, you talk to this guy on your lunch break, and
he's somebody you just hang out with. Like,
you hang out with him, you play video games with
Right.
him or something. What's your gamer tag? You know, we'll play. What's your friend code? We'll play some.
He's the one that
Switch,
everybody
Mario.
friend zones at work. Yeah,
He's the friend zone guy. Yes, but this is Sauron. This is why he's so angry. This is why Sauron's so angry. He's been friend zoned. We're gonna talk about this because. Why the hell not? Why the hell not? I think it's an idiotic casting choice, but everything about Amazon's Lord of the Rings has been idiotic, including the fact that they're making more after
Yes, I don't get it.
fell off a cliff, you know? It was supposed to be the biggest thing ever. It was supposed to destroy Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon. It was supposed to be like, and it just, they put so much money, like $1 billion in this thing, and it was a laughing stock. Like, nobody cares about this. Now they're talking they're going to make more movies that aren't really Tolkien approved. It's like, this is like a Tolkien adjacent fantasy LARPing
So it's like
fanfic.
Disney. We're going to double down the stupidity, but this is another case of where I don't care how hard you worked on it. If you give people dog shit, they don't have to like it.
Yeah, and let's talk about where the money's going to come from to pay for this shit. It's coming from you.
Yep.
Yeah, because I just got this in my email box today. Starting on January 29th, Prime Video is going to run more ads. If you don't want as many ads, you can pay an extra $3 a month.
But you still get ads.
But you still get ads. You just don't get as many. It's just like Hulu. Like, we have supposedly ad-free Hulu, but there's still ads.
Because we keep backing dog shit things that no one wants to watch. We're going to charge the people that we do have as subscribers more money to make up for so we can keep making more of these terrible shows and have our actors tell the audiences they're pieces of shit and then ensuring they don't want to watch the show to begin with.
Absolutely.
But it's okay. The guys that got picked to show run could speak Elvish.
Yeah, right. Oh yeah, those two dudes at J.J. Abrams.
Right. They couldn't get him picked up for years because they weren't good enough, but they spoke Elvish, so that, and then they agreed to make a bunch of characters, different races now, which actually makes it worse because they don't exist in the films. But
it's a little weird that we had all these brown people in Middle Earth, and then by the time we get to the movies, they're now okay. So technically, this is why you can discard this. This is not canonically a prequel to the movies. Okay, they can't do that. They can make it look like it is in the same style as the movies, but they do not have the legal right, I guess, to make the show the canonical prequel to the Jackson films. Thank God. So
but they can still use the name.
They can use the name, and it's kind of like when I was a kid, I was completely confused why we had The Hobbit by Rankin Bass, and then we had The Lord of the Rings by Ralph Bakshi, and everything looked way different. And then we had Return of the King by Rankin Bass. It was like, wait, what's going on here? Yeah, so this is just it's just bad fan fiction. You can totally ignore it, but you're apparently gonna have to bankroll more of this crap. So we'll talk about that, and then we'll talk about Epic Universe.
Yep.
Bringing, hopefully, a land based on the movies, the Jackson films. Which
this has been a rumor for a while. We'll talk about that.
And I think this will be the case because they have a really good relationship with Warner Brothers, which put out the movies, New Line Cinema. So I think it'll be based on the movies and not the Amazon show, thank God. We'll talk about that too. But before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. Guys, you get woohoo. You get woohoo if you do. Go out to shopclownfish.com, back Crimson Wren, and previously on Clownfish TV, these books are in stock. And we have our second chance offer. They will ship to you within a couple of days, a day or two of ordering them. Geeky's been very, very busy.
I have.
She's very, very tired, but
I am.
She is going to get your books to you.
I will.
She will. Yes. So let's see here. Let's read this from Amazon first, and then we'll go out and we'll talk about new hot Sauron, who's your best friend. He's like Alan from the Barbie movie. He's your best friend who wears your clothes. He's your best friend who wears your armor. Dear Prime member, we're writing to you today about an upcoming change to your Prime Video experience. Starting on January 29th, just in time for football, Prime Video movies and TV shows will include limited advertisements. This will allow us to continue investing in compelling content.
Well, continue investing. Don't you have to first invest in compelling content to continue to do so?
Compelling content and keep increasing that investment over a long period of time. Basically, we ran out of extra cash.
We spent too much on shit no one watched, and now we need to, and no one subscribed for, so now we need to charge the customer.
Yeah, well, this is okay. So last year there was an article out there. Somebody said they're panicking at Amazon movie studios or Prime Video studios or whatever because they burned almost all their cash on Lord of the Rings of Power, and it's not performing. So let's put this guy in as Sauron. That'll bring him. Like, what the heck?
We need to charge you more so we can double down on stupidity.
We aim to have meaningfully fewer ads than linear TV or other streaming TV
How about
providers.
no ads? Because that was the deal.
No action is required from you. We're going to shove them into your experience whether you want them or not. There's no change to the current price of your Prime membership. We'll also offer a new ad-free option for an additional $3 a month that you can sign up for here.
So it's been ad free for years, but if you pay another $3 a month, it's ad free.
Remember when Prime was like free shipping and you got free music and you got free TV, and it actually was a pretty good deal.
Well, how much are they charging you now for that? It was like
it's like $200.
Is that how much it is now? It was like 50 or 60, and then
it used to be like $50 or $60, and then it went to So it's like, what are we paying for? Because the music, to get anything decent, you have to subscribe to Amazon Music separately. It used to be all that stuff was included, and you used to get all these Kindle books, and you used to get like all this stuff. It was like, wow, it's a really good deal. And now it's like, no. All they're doing is trying to get you hooked on this stuff. So
that's because they want the extra money so that they can, produce more shit no one wants to watch and let actors tell everybody they're terrible people.
Yeah, so speaking of shit that nobody watched, Lord of the Rings of Power, the viewership dropped off a cliff. I remember when everybody was like, it's just the bigots and the alt-right Nazis that are mad. They went head-to-head with House of the Dragon. They got their ass kicked, completely destroyed. And I am shocked they're doing the season 2, but I think they already fronted the money for it, and they had to see it through. But this one's going to be interesting because it was during the strikes, and like apparently they weren't allowed to have input on like the producers or whatever. So this one could be even worse. I mean, this is going to be kind of funny to watch. So this is Gavi Singh Sher. I think that's how you pronounce his name. I don't know. I would hang out with this guy, play video games.
Well, you're assuming he played video games. He just looks like the IT guy.
He looks like I've worked with guys that look just like him. And they worked like in the program. They were programmers or something. We just like talk about video games and shit. That's what he looks like.
He's dressed like an IT guy.
He is dressed like an IT guy. The Rings of Power Season 2 casting rumors hint at an up-and-coming actor stepping into the role of Sauron. They're like, yeah, he's only been in 2 things.
Well, that's cool. That's okay because the showrunners never did anything.
That's why I don't know how to pronounce
it. Maybe he speaks Elvish. I don't know.
He has some television. Yeah, maybe he does. Maybe he is a dork, right? Maybe he is a nerd, and he's like, he impressed them so much. He's like, hey guys, I know I don't look anything like Sauron or whatever, but like I am totally into Tolkien and I can speak Elvish and just.
No, it's just like they wanted to have diversity and inclusion, so now they're just,
Well, that's, yeah. I mean, let's be honest.
But we're making him a villain. Isn't that a problem?
I don't know.
So apparently he's done shows before. He just has only done 2 films. Okay?
Yeah, he's done
he does have experience.
A couple of shows. But they're really like, look, if you were gonna turn this show around, if it were possible to turn this around, you think you'd be throwing money at like some like A-list known talent, like George Clooney as Sauron.
Ew, why would you want that?
He's got nipples on his armor, People are
gonna be like, what's that even mean? Okay, I get it. But most people are gonna be like, what's that even mean?
Yeah, so it's like, why the hell would you make him look like this guy? What? The Undeclared War, I don't know. He said he was strongly rumored to be playing the role of Sauron in the second installment. He's a British Indian actor who graduated from the Royal Academy of Dramatic Art, and he plays video games on weekends.
You don't know that. Stop saying that.
So is he being recast for the Rings of Power season? This is a rumor. So it's basically a rumor. So they said, yeah, Charlie Vickers Hallbrand, that's hot Sauron, I guess. He's revealed to be disguised, so Sauron can change his shape. I just, where are you going to find an actor that's just a giant floating disembodied eyeball? Yeah. So people are like, they have some questions. They're like, could be another disguise. Vickers is also expected to return for season 2. And
but this is a rumor, so
it's a rumor. The rumored casting as Sauron will only deepen the lore and mystery surrounding the iconic antagonist.
What lore?
They're making shit up. They're just look. I said a couple of weeks ago on Twitter. I said we need more Christopher Tolkien's. Christopher Tolkien was J.R.R. Tolkien's son, and he was a hard ass, and he would not let Hollywood mess with his dad's stuff. Once he died, this fanfic bullshit started. This is when all this stuff started. They're like, oh, we're going to make sequels to Lord of the Rings. We're going to make movies, and we're going to do this. We're going to do that. And hot Sauron and Galadriel's doing freaking martial arts and shit. Like, what the fuck is this show? It's a bad, like, D&D 5e campaign.
No, because there's no prom.
There's no prom. They need to have prom. They need to have
They
prom.
do not.
Middle-earth, Hobbit Prom. Well, they had Hobbit Prom in the Fellowship of the Ring, kind of. But they need to do, like, Hobbit Prom. So...
Probit, if you will. No, sorry.
Why are you calling it?
Probit.
Probit. Yeah, let's all go to Probit, everybody.
Because, Hom just doesn't sound as good.
Hom? Oh, God, that sounds like something dirty.
Probit sounds fun.
Probit. Go to Probit. What's Probit? Precious, what's Probit? Huh? We're gonna find out. Yeah, so let's on to hopefully better things with this IP. The rumor is that, and you would know more about this than I would. The Epic
it's
Universe.
Just a rumor I've heard before too. There's nothing confirmed at all.
No, but I've been hearing this for a couple of years because it makes sense because Warner Brothers has the rights to the Jackson films. They also have the rights to Harry Potter.
They also have extra spots in Epic Universe that never got announcements for what would go in it, and expansion areas off of other areas that did have announcements what would go in it.
Yeah. So this insider, Tommy Hawkins, he illustrated beautifully in an early and so far accurate look at what insiders expect Epic Universe is going to have. And he said phase 2 will probably be Middle-earth.
That's what I've heard for a while, actually, yes.
It remains one of the few major theme parkable IPs is left out there.
It was that or it was Star Trek were the two that I kept hearing in regards to this extra area that was there. Of course, I would hope, to me, Lord of the Rings seems like a better option than Star Trek, but that's just me.
Yeah, both of these IPs have been destroyed, though. Now, Embracer Group, I guess, owns Lord of the Rings at this point, and they're hard up for cash. So I could totally see them making a deal, and just be like, yeah, you know what, you sell halfling branded marijuana products and from the Shire, that's what we're gonna call it, from the Shire. And it's gonna be the halfling's leaf if they legalize it, right? You'll sell it in Middle-earth, and I think they'll make bank. They'll make bank because people travel to New Zealand just to see the sets. If you can recreate Middle-earth as accurately as they recreated Harry Potter in the parks, and you stick to the original 3 films, it's money in the bank.
Well, yeah, and they said that people are bringing up that the issue could be that there's so many rights holders, which you mentioned, but they said the same thing can be said for Harry Potter. And they still worked around it. So that was the one rumor we had heard. I'll just mention the other one quickly because it's not Lord of the Rings. But the other one was Pokemon, which we've talked about before.
Yes.
That there's a good chance because they already have deals in play in like Universal Japan where they have Pokemon parades and some Pokemon stuff. That it's possible they get Pokemon Park. And if they did that, Disney is so effed. It's ridiculous.
If you had, so we did a video yesterday talking about Hogwarts Legacy and how it was the highest selling video game of 2023. And that's with the backlash and the drama around J.K. Rowling and all of that, because the Harry Potter, Fantastic Beasts is a dud, but Harry Potter still has value, and they're going to do another series supposedly on HBO Max. If they don't go bankrupt before then, they're going to do it on HBO Max. So if you put Harry Potter, Nintendo, Lord of the Rings, Pokemon, all in the same park, Like that is like the kiss of death for Disney. Like what kid in their right mind is going to be like, yeah, let's just go see some Mickey Mouse shit. You know, no, I want to go see Pokemon. I want to go see Harry Potter. You know, that would be awesome. Again, if they stick to the original version of Lord of the Rings and not Amazon's version.
I was just more like, does anybody even care about the Rings of Power anymore? Because honestly, I was just like, does anybody even care?
No, I think it's just like Disney Star Wars, and we did an article on Pirates and Princesses. Is like it's apocryphal. You don't have to accept this as being canon. It's not even canon within the movies, the Jackson movies, because it can't be, because there's a rights issue there. So they can kind of dance around the Peter Jackson movies, but they can't actually connected officially, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's just basically just backstory fan fiction bullshit that Amazon and a bunch of hack writers are making up. You can completely ignore it, and I imagine once it's over, it will be gone and forgotten.
I don't understand why they're putting more money behind it. Like, we lost a bunch of money. Let's do it again and start charging our customers more money, because what's going to happen is you're going to have people like that pull. I mean, like a lot of people aren't, because they use Prime because they mostly use it for shopping and they get that for them, that's like an add-on. But a lot of people are just going to probably end their subscription because they're going to be like,
why? Why? What am I getting? Because actually for Prime Video, it's like there are a handful of shows that are worthwhile. Next thing it'll be like, oh yeah, so you get some basic junk, but if you want the good shows, if you want The Boys or something, you're gonna have to pay extra for that. We're not just gonna give that to you.
Okay, fine. This, split this off of the, the shipping and all that for Amazon Prime, like you did with Amazon Music, and I just don't have to pay it because I don't want it anyway.
Yeah, because
I just wanted the Amazon shipping. Thank you.
A lot of people didn't even watch the video. They're like, wait, I have movies? I didn't even know I had movies. For the longest time, until they started doing original stuff, people were like, oh yeah, there's a bunch of movies. Then you go out to Amazon Prime, it was like garbage. It was basically just a bunch of like public domain crap or leftover crap. And then if you wanted the good stuff, you had to actually buy each individual movie or whatever. So I think that's a good idea. I think they should spin it all off. But there we go, guys. They're jacking the rates up to pay for this. And good luck with that, right? Mm-hmm. Good luck.
Yeah, I honestly don't care. I'm not gonna lie.
We're gonna wrap it up.
Yep.
Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We'll talk later.
Bye.